Alright guys, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about trading psychology and how you can improve your mindset to get good at trading. My apologies. But I want you guys to understand, for first and foremost, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is K Neal, and I'm basically going to be teaching people how to trade forex and teaching people how to get out of this belief. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how to get out this belief system that people have where trading is something where it's you throw your money in, lose it. Same thing with crypto, you just throw your money in, lose it. But trading is honestly one of those things where you have to take time to get good at it or you will never get anywhere. It's the same thing, like I will be honest with you guys. Trading, if the first thing people think about when they think of trading is, oh, someone who just throws their money in and hopes it goes up. That's not trading at all. There's a lot of people who are going to be negative out there. As you guys know, that people are going to out there are going to be like, oh, he's a course seller, or they have something negative to say. But you have to understand that if you don't even believe the simple things, how could you even get to that level of where you want to be? If you can't even believe, like, for example, there are going to be a lot of people who doubt you when it comes to trading. If you want to become a successful trader, people are going to doubt you. Some people are going to believe you. Even if they seem like they believe you, it's just part of the journey. And you have to already believe that you can do it before you even get there. Because it's like it says in the Bible, if you don't even believe you have it, you have to believe you already achieved it and you will receive it. That's just how it works. And I will say this, when it comes to trading psychology, this is the thing. Your like literal only enemy is time. If you literally stay consistent for months on end and you go it hard every single day, you will get there. Like, I'm going to actually, like, you guys are going to actually watch me go from where I am right now, and I guarantee you guys by the end of 2026 I will have more than 1,000 subscribers. It's not, some people like to tell you you're delusional. It's just people are going to tell you a lot of negative things when it comes to trading, but that's just simply not the case. And as you guys know, trading is not something you can just pick up overnight. You have to go through things. You have to experience what an uptrend is. You have to have wrong entries. It's going to be a really big experiment, and you're going to lose. You're going to go through a lot of things if you want to become successful. Some people who are stuck in the same spot love to tell you that, that's just like, even with being a YouTuber, some people don't think that's a real thing. Some people, they literally see people like Mr. Beast. They want to be like Mr. Beast, but they can't even upload 3 times a week. You can't get anywhere if you can't even do simple things. So that's what I'm saying. Trading is one of those things where it's like, let's say, for example, you want to learn how to trade. It's the same thing if you go to a train station and there's a train going so fast. Now, if you want to get good at trading, you're going to have to hop on that fast train because everyone's trading, like, every day, whether you like it or not. The markets are always going to move. People are always going to make money. You have to hop on that train. Now, if you get good at trading and you hop on that train successfully, you adapt to that train speed. You get on that train while it's going, right? If you can't even believe that trading will make you money, you're going to try and hop on that train and you're going to get injured. Like, you're just going to fly off because you can't adapt to it. You can't even have the belief system in your mind to think that you can even get there. I can tell you guys right now, I'm 18 years old. I have my dream car. I've pretty much got a bunch of luxury things that I wanted. I'm not even truly where I want to be at, but within 1 year of locking in, I've achieved more than the average person. Most people, sometimes it takes people 30 years to even get, let's say, like, Prada shades. It takes them that long because they haven't tried that hard to get there. Like, I tell people, there's unlimited money in the world. There's a bunch of billionaires say it. There's so much money in the world. Your only enemy is time. Because if you don't use your time to your advantage, you're going to lose. You will always lose. Even I don't use 100% of my time to my advantage. It's something I'm consistently working on, but people have to understand and put that into their mind that if you don't know how to use 1 hour out of the 24 hours in one day, if you cannot use an hour to learn something new, trade, read a book, anything, you will not get anywhere. Because if you take that 1 hour out of the 7 days of the week, that's 7 hours of you knowing something versus beforehand when you didn't know. So you just have to be on your game. That's the only way it is. I know there's plenty of people, like I said, there's going to be plenty of people who are negative with trading because they've tried it. They haven't even gone fully hard, and now they're trying to put other people down. Even when there's like, oh, he's just a course seller. There's plenty of different mentors who sell way more higher priced courses than me. And they don't even teach you the real thing. They just teach you that, oh, this is uptrend, this is downtrend, boom. So you have to understand that most people, they either you just have to want it enough. If you don't want it enough, you won't get it enough. And if you have to do it, you'll have receive results. For me, for example, I'm just now starting this new YouTube channel because I decided I want to mentor people. Because like I said, guys, I was that kid always making money. I remember this one time, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was in kindergarten, or I think like elementary school, and I had ended up, my brother actually made paper swans, and I actually took those paper swans because he made multiple. He took those paper swans, gave them to me. I took them to the classrooms and I was selling them for about 25, like a quarter or maybe like $1. And I came home with a bag full of quarters. Now, honestly, you know, my mom saw that. She made me return it. But I was that kid always looking for a hustle, always looking to make money. And if you have that mindset, if you can develop that mindset, or if you can always put the effort in towards like trying to get there, you will get there. I went from being nothing. I went from being, actually, most of you who don't actually know this, I actually was a rapper first. And all I did was stay consistent, kept making songs. I ended up making 2 albums. I made a couple music videos. I built the foundation, which was to not only stay consistent, but to make sure I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So you have to build it in steps. When you're building a tower, you have to build it, and you need cement blocks to have it together. If you build bricks together and duct tape, it's gonna fall apart because you're not consistent, and it's not a stable foundation. Your foundation has to be you not only enjoying what you're doing, but staying consistent with it. Because when I was making my music, for example, what I would do is, my foundation was that I liked making songs. I liked making different sounds with songs. I liked all of it. So what I did was create, 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 create. And that is your foundation, because you understand you're already at level one. You got the basics, you got the cement on the bricks and everything. Now you just have to scale up and up and up. And that's where a lot of people with trading, they fall off, because what they'll do is they'll try it once, lose their money, and stop doing it. You have to understand that it's like a business. Instead of thinking of trading like this is make money, no, treat it like a business. Because with a business, you're gonna fail with some businesses. You're gonna start some businesses up. You're gonna get in debt. You're gonna do a lot of things. I've been in severe credit card debt, and I still will trade and still try to make my money. So you have to understand that you will fail if you don't treat it like a business. I'm pretty sure you guys know by now, consistency is key, but just remember those 3 things: that consistency is always going to get you everywhere. Time is your only enemy because it's unlimited money. If you get, let's say for example, if you are a mentor, let's say you want to start an e-com store, if you have a product that's worth $50 and 1,000 people buy your product, you have just made some people's salary. The only hard part is convincing them to buy your product, make sure they're satisfied with their product, because you can't just sell them any product. You have to make sure you're satisfied with the product. You have to make sure you deliver it right on the right time. You have to make sure all these steps are fulfilled in order to get where you want to be. If I wanted to become a trader, so I took 3 years of my life to learn it, lose money, and make 2 times, sometimes triple the money. I was making around $10,000 at 17, guys. This is in high school. When I graduated, still making 10,000. So you have to understand that it's everything in life comes down to you if you want to get where you want to be. Because you can dream very big, but if you're not even trying to get there or not putting in effort, you're never going to get anywhere. Because we all know, especially in the Bible, for example, in the Bible, it says faith without works is dead. So you can have the belief that you can be the next Elon Musk, but if you don't even remotely work towards getting there, you will never get there. So that's pretty much the psychology of trading and consistency. But now I'm going to talk about the part where everyone usually messes up, and this is why I kind of want to mentor people, because I don't want people to go get into trading thinking they're just going to make money, or if they copy my strategy or my systems, they're going to know what to do. That's not how that works. You have to. It's like I said before. It's like starting a business. If I and someone who's been running a business for 10 plus years, if they're like 30 years old and I'm 18, if we both buy a laundromat that does, they perform the exact same way, he's more likely to be successful than me. Not to sound negative, but it's because he's more experienced and he's been in that field of buying properties probably longer than me. It's about his consistency and his experience. And that's why I think trading is one of those things where people think they can copy my trades and they'll just make money. Now that is how it, I don't want to confuse you guys, but you can copy my trades and you will make money. Yes. But that doesn't not that can't be your only way of progressing. You have to learn how to do it yourself. When I got onto trading, I had to learn how to do it myself. I had to lose money. I didn't like obviously no one knew, but I had to lose money. I had to lose more money than I like to admit. But it got me to a position where I am now, where I'm able to do different things on my own timing. So that's one thing with trading. Like I said, treat it like a business. Do not think of trading as something. It's definitely an investment because the more time you put into it, the more it can pay back. I always tell people this. Everything in life is a transaction. When the moment you're born, guys, you are handed a birth certificate. Because you were born, you were handed a birth certificate. It's a transaction. So when trading, don't think about the money part. Think about the more time you invest into it, you will get in return experience. With that experience can make you the money. So think about it like that. That's like the psychological views. That's like the standpoint I have with trading. And same thing with business. Everything in life is a transaction. If you go to Walmart, you're handing them money for your groceries. I can make plenty of analogies, but I'm not gonna go too in depth because I can go for hours telling you guys how everything is a transaction. But you won't realize how serious that quote is until you start to adapt to it, because that's just simply how it works. When you work a job, you're literally putting in hours and they give you a paycheck. So it's a transaction. Whether people see it from that standpoint or not, that's simply how it is. And another thing I will say, guys, is I don't want people to think like some of these people, this is one thing trading teaches you about chances in life. There are some people, let's say for example, there are some people who are born into rich families, but because they're born into rich families, they may not be as smart as someone who wasn't born in a rich family and they had to build their wealth. Both of them can be equally as rich, but with two different views of money, and that can propel one further than the other. So if you take that with trading, trading will teach you risk management. Risk management is knowing your chances in not just trading, but I like to apply it to just real life in general. Because if I go to London at night, my chances of being stabbed are way higher than if I was to go to London in the daytime. So the chances are way higher because of that time. So this is another reason why I say time is your only enemy in life. Because when you apply certain things you learn from trading to real life, you start to see the world differently. So once you adapt to the mindset of chances, proper risk management, seeing time is your only enemy, and everything is being a transaction, those three key factors will just change your mind forever. It will click for you almost like nothing in the world makes sense. But I don't really know how to explain it, but if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, then you get it. Also, one last thing I want to cover really quickly about trading is that once you get into it, you won't even care about the money anymore. Most professional traders will tell you themselves. You guys can look up YouTubers like PB Investing, Trades by Sai. They're going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you right now. Most of us don't even care about the money when it comes to trading. We're just trying to find a perfect execution, a perfect trade, a perfect entry. That's what we're looking for. Because it's more so of develop your skill. If you develop your skill, you become valuable. When you become valuable, that's when people want to learn from you, and that's when the money comes in. People who are famous are not famous because they're not famous because they have money. It's not about the money. They're famous because they are. Let's say, for example, let's say Tom Holland. Tom Holland is not famous because of money. Tom Holland is famous because he's known for being Spider-Man. So when you have value, when you develop your skills to the point where you're valuable, you can use your values as to your advantage. You can make people want to learn from you. That's how trading works. But that's all I got for you guys in this trading psychology video. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with those post notifications. If you have any questions about trading, leave them in the comments. I'll check them out. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.